Greetings, good people. What's up? What's happening? My name is Dr. Clarence, and welcome back. Now, in a twisting of the minds, this has happened. Remember, a few weeks ago, we saw the recall of 15 CCC members of parliament by an interim secretary general. Now we are seeing this letter that's been making rounds the same way that the letter that recalled 15 CCC members of parliament are making rounds on social media. Now this letter is stamped by the Parliament of Zimbabwe, meaning that it was received by the Parliament of Zimbabwe, as you can see showing on the screen right now, right here. So what is going to happen next? Now 70 members of parliament are being recalled, and among them we are seeing two Mnangagwas, and one of the Mnangagwas is that guy who is said to be Mnangagwa's son. Big up to Stanford Makwegwere watching us live. And in the chokwadi here ichi kana kuti, right? It depends kuti definition ekuti ndiche chokwadi ndiye kuti chi, because if we look at ye CCC yakakondresa recall ye 15 members of parliament yangeri ye chokwadi here kana kuti yangeri siri chokwadi. Now it depends on the definition ye chokwadi, right? When I was trying to verify this information, right, some of the media houses that covered this story includes Newsday Rem Zimbabwe. Now Newsday newspaper Rem Zimbabwe really registered I think in the media commission, right? So avatobvumidzwe kubudisa nyaya dzisina chokwadi, nyaya dzisina umbo. Kazhinji kwaona nyaya yabuda muherald inobuda sezvairi kana nyaya ichiti it is alleged ndipo painenge isina umbo. Now this story was also published by Newsday, right? This has also been published by the Newsday of Zimbabwe, right? So far nobody from the ZANU-PF side has made a comment on this. Yes, this letter is real and they are to Buddha. Sure. How they will contest this letter, we shall see, and we will see impartiality in terms of how the letter with CCC was dealt with. Now the arguments ziripo so far ndezekuti ku ZANU-PF akuna munhu anonzi secretary general. Kuna first secretary anova iye president Emerson Mnangagwa. Kuna first secretary, akuna secretary general. Kuna first secretary na second secretary anowanza gari vice president wake, right? But anyways, we're just gonna read this letter to see kuti ikuti chi nekuti Jacob Mudenda achaita sei nezvazvo, right? Anyways, Jacob Mudenda is the speaker of the National Assembly, or is the speaker of parliament. If we go to website the Parliament of Zimbabwe, right, it makes clear kuti ndiani anonzi speaker of parliament. Now speaker of parliament munhu ane power, because remember the three laws, the three pillars of government, pane the legislation, right, the president's office and the judicial, right? Legislator ma MP, kweta president's office, kweta the judiciary. Doma three pillars of power. Vane power rakainzana muhurumende. Remember, parliament can recall a president. When Mugabe was recalled, or rather when Mugabe was impeached, speaker of parliament ndiye aka-announcer kana pasina president, speaker of parliament antombeta unge anotonga, right? So who is the appointment of the speaker of parliament? Who appoints the speaker of parliament? Take note. The election of the speaker of parliament is provided for in the constitution of the country. The speaker is elected by members of parliament at the first sitting of the new parliament, right? Saka kazhinji political party in a majority ndo inaona that honor of appointing the Speaker of Parliament. And what are the duties of the Speaker of Parliament? The Speaker is the presiding officer of Parliament, and as such must act with both technical authority and impartiality. Impartiality meaning kuti anofana kudila netsamba iyi semadhilire aakaita netsamba yetriple C, zvichidhipenda nekuti veZANU-PF vachaita masteps akaitwa netriple C here to defend their case. Right? What the triple C should have done, vaifana kunyora imwe tsamba yabva kune mumwe Secretary General. Right? Now, in maintaining order, the Speaker interprets and applies the standing order and practice of the House by making rulings and decisions. A decision of the Speaker may only be challenged by motion of dissent. Right? Take note. A decision of the Speaker may only be challenged by motion of dissent. By custom, the Speaker does not participate in debates. The Speaker is the mouthpiece for the House, conveying messages and addresses from the House to the State President. The Speaker is also responsible for upholding the rights and privileges of members of the House. The Speaker is also responsible for upholding rights and privileges of members of the House. The Speaker has extensive administrative functions, being responsible for overall direction of the Parliament. In this, the Speaker is advised by the Clerk of Parliament, then Chairperson of Committees, who is usually a Deputy Speaker. Principal responsibility of chairing proceedings in committees. Right? So, Speaker of Parliament akangofana the President or the President Senate ndiye anotonga ma-legislator. So, ndo power rake, but however must be impartial. Now, back to this letter, which we are all seeing, it is a stamped letter, meaning the Parliament of Zimbabwe received the letter. Now, what does the letter being stamped mean? It means something and it means nothing at the same time. It means something in that the letter was received, but it also means nothing in that the Parliament receives any letter that is presented to them. Saka iyi yakadhindwa ne Parliament, right? Zvasiyana netsamba yainzi yakanyorwa na Nelson Chamisa ku Parliament, atina kuona tsamba ine chidhindo yachona, which becomes a very tricky position. Now, let us just read this letter and see what may be happening here. Reference, notification and declaration of members of the National Assembly elected under Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front ZANU-PF, and they have ceased to be members of the Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front ZANU-PF. Be kindly advised that the following members of the National Assembly were elected under Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front political party, and they have ceased to be members of ZANU-PF. Now, these are the names: Ngonizashe Madekunye, Barbara Rodzi, Devson Mashishi, Madron Matiza, Flora Buka, Nyevea Jonah, July Moyo, Joseph Mpasi. We scroll down. Honorable Mbofana Tafadzwa Trimo, Kanula Winston Chitando, right? Douglas Tendai Mombeshora, Chamunoro Chamuchwanza, Polite Kambumura, Roy Bila, Stembi Sonyoni, Owen Ngube, Paul Mavima, Albert Ngulube, Fanisane Moyo, Gertrude Mtandi, David Kudakwashe Mnangagwa, so tukua David Kudakwashe Mnangagwa aripo, the MP under the youth quota. Then we have Tongai Mafidi Mnangagwa aripo pa list. Now Question number 1 is why recall only 70 members of parliament? Ko vamwe vasina kuita recall. Just this recall, whether it will be followed through or not, will it not cause factionalism? Whether vari kuziva kana kuti havasi kuziva, vamwe vachona whether vari kuda kana kuti havasi kuda. Right? Will it cause factionalism? Then this letter yanyorwa nani? Right? Take note. This letter yanyorwa natafadzwa manyika arikunzi interim secretary general, right? And a phone number iri based ku United States of America, right? So what does this mean? It means it's a real letter yatotumirwa zvemashuwa, but it seems munhu wachina ari ku America, right? So it's anogona kunge ari mafanizi kuda kuona not mafanizi ezini mafanizi majokes mafanizi ezini kuda kuona kuti a random person akatumira tsamba achirikola ma members of parliament ezanu PF achizvita interim secretary general, the same zvakaitwa triple C. Vanoitwa sei vanhu ivavo? Will they be recalled the same way as an experiment and as seeing? Then vakasatwa recall, this can also be used as an appeal your triple C based on the mere fact that number yake is a USA number, right? But again, ZANU-PF aina post ye secretary general, ZANU-PF yakaita congress, ZANU-PF ina first secretary, ina second secretary, right? But now on the case of triple C aina kuita congress, but a political party can run whichever way it wants. Aimanikidzwa kuita congress kana kuti inomanikidzwa kuita congress. But as far as this letter stands, it is a real letter. But my opinion is that munhu arida kuita experiment kumboona kuti ko a random person akatumirawo parliament of Zimbabwe achirikola mazanu-PF members of parliament zvinoita sei. I think on the same person or a different person angafanira kutumira futi imwe tsamba achirikola kana vamwe 2 triple C kuona kuti zvinoita sei at the same time. At the same time, they were supposed to do it at the same time so that result painozobuda zvinozofamba sei uye tsamba iyi ine time iri yainofanira kuactionwa or at the discretion your speaker of parliament. Dr. Clarence is the name, TV7 Live is the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm signing out. Big up to Shamiso Chinotimba, Stanford Makwengwere. Enough respect everybody who was watching us live.